that BBC employees lied and used fake documents to obtain the interview with my mother, made lurid and false claims about the royal family, which played on her fears and fueled paranoia, displayed woeful incompetence when investigating complaints and concerns about the programme, and were evasive in their reporting to the media and covered up what they knew from their internal investigation. It is my view that the deceitful way the interview was obtained substantially influenced what my mother said.
As a result of this investigation, the BBC has given back the BAFTA award for that interview with Martin Bashir. Martin Bashir is now under investigation and may be subject to arrest in the future for fraud. He specifically made fraudulent bank statements and then made Diana sign something that said she didn't rely on any of those things. So he was very clever about what he did. He was very fraudulent to get the big interview. Harry made his own statement, and we have to read this. Mother was an incredible woman who dedicated her life to service. She was resilient, brave, and unquestionably honest. The ripple effect of a culture of exploitation and unethical practices ultimately took her life. To those who have taken some form of accountability, thank you for owning it. This is the first step towards justice and truth, yet what deeply concerns me is that practices like these, and even worse, are still widespread today. Then and now, it's bigger than one outlet, one network, or one publication, he added. Our mother lost her life because of this, and nothing has changed by protecting her legacy. We protect everyone and uphold the dignity with which she lived her life. Let's remember who she was and what she stood for. Beatrice and Edo announced their pregnancy on Harry and Meghan's anniversary. This is quite a big deal. Is this an act of royal revenge? And as you recall, Meghan, with her open coat thing, announced her pregnancy at Eugenie's wedding, which was quite the upstage. Okay, and we have the royal family. No one in the royal family publicly congratulated Harry and Meghan on their third anniversary. And I can't imagine anyone in Meghan's family is congratulating her on their anniversary. This is the original, this is the announcement that they put out. Her Royal Highness Princess Beatrice and Mr. Eduardo Mapelli Mosey are very pleased to announce that they are expecting a baby in autumn of this year. The Queen has been informed, and both families are delighted with the news. The couple are pictured on their wedding day in July 2020.
Good day, YouTubers. Welcome back to my channel. Time for a Spot of Royalty. So I showed you the clip with William, and I gave you Harry's statement. So obviously, July 1st, the Diana statue is coming up, and is this going to draw them together, or is this going to pull them apart, the Diana statue? Because Harry just came out and said, oh, I was afraid to go back for Philip's wedding. Okay. And I'm sure there was some trepidation there, but maybe the media just reports everything. So is the going to Diana, the unveiling of the Diana statue, is that going to draw them together or pull them apart? Because Harry is just full-on retard at this point. Draw them together or pull them apart? Oh my goodness. Well, 10 spades is the worst possible outcome. Straight razor and big change, 11, 3 clubs. So actions and speaking. I'm wondering if maybe Harry won't come. There's a big disaster here, and a big change and a disaster and another cut. What do we have underneath? We have a lot of problems over a long period for the royal family. 25, 35, 32, that's 8 spades, 9 clubs officially. Harry has caused so much problems. I'm going to ask, is Harry going to skip the Diana statue unveiling? Yes no, yes, no. Let's see, is Harry going to skip the Diana statue unveiling? Yes or no? Yes, he will skip. No, he won't. Hail Mary, full of grace. He is really, wow, okay. So that's a tentative yes. That's not yes, like absolutely yes. That's a tentative yes. Let me write that down. So what this is saying is that the recent events, the recent, Harry calling out the royal palace and saying all these nasty things is just an absolute disaster. And now the palace is starting to fight back. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing an intentional upstage, which I'm going to ask about that. All right. So it's not definitive that Harry won't come. I still think he'll come, but the situation is bad and just getting worse all the time. So is the policy now to completely ignore Harry and Meghan by the royal palace? Because, I mean, they not only did they completely ignore them publicly, no one in the royal family sent congratulations. Because, yeah, and I don't even know if they did it privately. We're going to check. So is the policy now to completely ignore Harry and Meghan officially from now on? Yes. Wow. All right. So is the policy to completely ignore Harry and Harry's wife from now on? Yes. Cornucopia is all things material going forward. Yes, in everything going forward. 15, 24, 6 spades, because of the soured relationship. Yeah, the policy is now just to completely pretend that Harry and Harry's wife don't exist, because they're just nothing but trouble and completely toxic. It's purely selfish. And, like some people, everything you say will be used against you, It doesn't matter what you say. They twist and subvert everything you say. It's just, you just have to be quiet and leave the room, and then they won't let you leave. So behind we have firm foundation, strong rooting and attachment, messages, decisions, very emotional, very public, and decisions. They're very emotional about the royal family is very upset about all this public airing of stuff. Even and there were 17 mistruths in the Oprah interview. So it's not even true stuff. It's just stuff and stuff and stuff and stuff. It's just constant. Cross and 3 black birds. Cross and 10 diamonds are the most solid cards. So it's about working out. 3 blackbirds are either talking or actions. Actions for decisions and actions about the permanent family. They're very upset about all the airing of dirty laundry. What I find interesting in this spread is there's no spades. They're not acting in anger. The relationship, they're just objectively noting that the relationship has turned completely toxic. And the best thing to do is just go completely silent, to go completely, what's that called? Dark mode, to just ghost them, just pretend they don't exist. They are very upset about it. You're not going to see it. And it's just simply a decision. It's just simply a decision to stop talking about them. So let's look at Beatrice and Ito. Okay, so, this didn't happen on, the day before that Beatrice and Ito are suddenly pregnant. They waited 3 months, okay, or so. And I'm not sure how far into the pregnancy Beatrice is, because it's very easy to lose a pregnancy early on. And the longer it goes, the stronger the pregnancy is, and the more likely it's going to take. And there's like certain calculations and stuff that I'm not completely aware of. So they could have announced it there was a broad range when they could have announced it. They didn't have to announce it over Harry and Meghan's anniversary. Okay, and then they didn't do anything public. They could have announced it, and everybody also congratulated Harry and Meghan, which they did last year, but not this year. So was this an intentional upstage, revenge? And Beatrice and Ito, Harry and Harry's wife, was this intentional upstage, revenge? Beatrice and Ito. No, we have the no. Okay. Harry and Harry's wife. Okay, was this an intentional upstage? So, Beatrice and Ito, Harry and Harry's wife. No, it's not revenge. Okay, secret and no secrets and all the people, hand in hand. Let's add this up. 16 plus 6, 22. 6 diamonds doubled. So it wasn't revenge. They're keeping everything. They're keeping their cards to themselves. This is poker. And we're only seeing what's on the surface. We're seeing the tip of the iceberg, and the whole iceberg, the 99% of the iceberg is under the surface. So they're not like letting the public know that they're upset. But we've got some good spades here, and we've got a conflict, and we've got a fox. Okay, what do we have over here with Harry and Harry's wife? Mercury messages, electronic messages, Instagram, happy anniversary. Heart blocked. 6, 15, 4 clubs. Opportunity. Okay, so this is an opportunity for the royal family to make a statement, and they're not happy about it. I think these cards are more about the royal family just not sending it. Okay, these cards are very interesting. So Fox, very clever, working. It's not one blow, it's blow after blow after blow after blow. The scourge hits again and again and again and again. 12 and 3, 15, 4 clubs. So this is one of, death by 1,000 cuts. This is not one cut is going to kill you. It's just a little cut. It's death by 1,000 cuts. And up here, this is interesting. Woman, good woman, royal family, 10 diamonds, and roses, very sweet. 22, 25, 7 hearts. They are, again, the royal family always takes the high road. So they're not revealing anything. You're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. This is an opportunity to not, to make a little statement, cut it out, and it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. But they're taking the high road, but they're being very clever. This is the first shot over the bow of a billion shots to come, and they have a whole arsenal to fire. And that's what that is saying. So they don't want the public to feel like it's revenge. It just, it's just a denial of service. Did anyone in the royal family, Charles, the Queen, Will, Kate, Camilla, did anyone contact Harry and Harry's wife and say, hey, happy anniversary, privately? Were they contacted privately? Okay, and Andrew could have contacted, them. And Fergie. Did anyone in the royal family contact Harry and Harry's wife privately and say, happy anniversary? And even Andrew and Fergie didn't. No one publicly recognized their 3rd anniversary. No one in the royal family. So, did they contact them privately? Oh, look at that. Were they contacted privately? We have a union card, 2s. I want to see 2s. 2 hearts, close emotional relationship. Sun. Sun is like a yes card. Solid foundation. 6, 7, 3 hearts. Yes, they did contact them privately. Okay, so they wanted to keep it out of social media. Very clever. Very, very clever. They covered all their bases. Very, very clever. What's underneath? Official, deeply rooted situation, and family. So 10, 19, 5 clubs. They are, okay, so they played it masterfully, of course, and a lot of thought went into this. So privately, they're still family. Okay, they're causing all kinds of problems. Problems. So we're going to contact them privately, and if they record it and they blast it out, then it looks bad for Harry and Harry's wife, because why are you recording private phone calls, and then, which is illegal? Okay, the recording of phone calls without the permission of both parties, depending what state you're in, and now this is international calls. I don't know the legality of that. They could actually file charges if they do that. So, so this is a very smart move. They're keeping the relationship. We love you. You're still family. But they're doing it completely private. Private matters are private, and publicly they're snubbing them. Brilliant. That's exactly how they should do it. So let's review what we have here. Okay, William and Harry, the July 1st unveiling. And there's also talk that the Diana statue is going to be made in black marble. I have been looking into that. I don't think that's the case. We will look at that later. You know, it would be very inappropriate for the Diana statue to appear to be black, because Diana was not black, and, you know, made in black marble. That would just be odd. And there is a Diana statue out there in black marble. I don't think that's going to be the official Diana statue, but we can look into that in another. But will revealing the Diana statue, is that going to draw them together or pull them apart, Harry and William? Obviously, it's just terrible between them. And there's a lot of water under the bridge. Queen of Spades and 10 clubs. That 10 clubs is a long journey and can even be the journey of life. There's a lot of water under the bridge, and it could not be worse between William and Harry right now. I did check the sticks. It doesn't mean that they're not, that Harry is not going to go, but it's really bad, and I got a tentative yes that he might not attend. So it's, you know, things change. It's not fixed. This life is all about free will. So the next question I ask, is the policy to completely ignore them, Harry and Harry's wife, officially? Yes. They're very upset about it, and this is a decision for the stability of the family, for the continuance of the royal family. Yeah, they're just going to completely ignore them like they don't exist. So this we're going to see over and over and over, just completely ignoring them. Was Beatrice and Ito announcing, because they could have announced, they had a whole range, a large window to announce in, because the baby is probably 3 months along, and they chose to announce on their anniversary. Was this an intentional upstage? Was this revenge? They're really keeping their cards to themselves. It's not revenge. It's a clever move. They want everyone, if you ask them, if you push, if you poke the bear, if you ask the royal family, no, we love Harry and Harry's wife and everything's fine. So this is the first shot over the bow, and it's going to continue and continue and continue. Did they contact them privately and wish them happy anniversary? Yes, absolutely. Yes, they did. So, well done again. Well done. Well played, royal family. That's how I see it. I'm Joseph Magi, author of Playing Card Divination, Fortune Telling, The Magi Method. And the books are going to be back in stock in a couple of days. I think Monday on Etsy. And they're in stock on Amazon, of course. So, find the book worldwide on Amazon and Kindle and paperback. Find the full color card deck that I just used here on Etsy. Many thanks to the generous folks who buy me cups of tea occasionally. Please like, subscribe, share,